Good morning, team Smarter. Welcome to another week with Pete. Today's topic is perceived lifestyle. A lot of us out there these days are living a perceived lifestyle. I think we're more interested in whether or not something is Instaworthy rather than our Networthy. There you go, that was a good one, Pete. We should trademark that one. I think that if we fail to plan, we plan to fail. And it's pretty obvious that, especially in today's society, we do need an actual plan. At Smarter Tenant, we're always thinking about what the plan is, where the marketplace is, and what the marketplace is actually doing. We have to take into account that today's marketplace is obviously it's softening. There is some movement within the actual sort of marketplace, but we're not too worried about the actual real estate market crashing because there's a lot of doom and gloom talk out there at the moment. I'm more worried about the economic conditions because in the last 4 years, our GDP, so our gross domestic product, has actually increased by over 122%. So household debt at the moment is through the actual roof. Why? Because we're spending. It's pretty easy if we achieve a lot of equity. The first thing that we do is that we use our home as an ATM and we start drawing money out. We get credit cards and you name it. We go on holidays, we buy fancy cars, and before you know it, our housing debt becomes unaffordable. If we have a correction within the marketplace, that just means that our household debt has stayed the same, but our equity has declined. That's when it becomes an actual problem. The real estate market in such is just correcting itself. I'm not too fussed, as mentioned, about the ups and downs because everything is counter-cyclical. We just need to know where we are at within the marketplace. Our supply, so our potential oversupply that people believe that we have, will actually get pretty much taken up by the huge population influx internationally. So we're not too fussed about that. What we are concerned about is rising debt. So we've got to keep the debt into consideration. We have to say to ourselves that we've got to change our mindset. We've got to go from spending to investing. Right now, the Sydney marketplace has its ups and downs. As people become sort of concerned about, I suppose, prices, they move from Sydney and they go to Melbourne. When Melbourne becomes too expensive, they go from Melbourne, they go to Brisbane. There are 3 major cities, and that's the cycle in which we live in. The marketplace within Brisbane at the moment, well, the actual trajectory is that it's at the bottom end of the economic clock. And if population increase is obviously moving towards our sunshine state, well, there's going to be an influx of people and there's going to be organic capital growth. So we have to take that into account. As investors, as the great Warren Buffett would say, is that you buy in gloom and you sell in boom. What we want to do is take advantage of an active marketplace, a growth marketplace that's at the bottom end of the economic clock. So therefore we can achieve a little bit of capital growth, we can pull out our equity, and we can essentially buy cheaper within the Sydney marketplace. And that's pretty much where things are at the moment. Now, we're not going to have a huge rally like we did within the Sydney marketplace. It's not going to go on for 8 to 10 years. That's not going to happen in Brisbane, because what happens with Brisbane is that it gets to a certain level within the next couple of years, and people are going to say, well, hang on a second, if I'm spending 550,000, 600,000 as a medium price range within Brisbane, well, stuff that, I'm just going to go back to Sydney. And that's the counter-cyclical marketplace really dumbed down. And that's what we have to take into account. We have to know where we're at in the market. Don't be too concerned about the ups and downs. Just know where we're at within the cycle and what we have to do to be able to plan for that. Because a lot of us still think that the marketplace and the world is still flat, so therefore the laws of navigation doesn't actually apply. So we have to know where we're at, we have to implement a plan, we have to put that plan into action and just weather the storm. Have a great day and hustle hard. I look forward to chatting to you all. If you like what we have to say, make sure you like it and share it with your friends. We'd love to be able to help you guys out. Have a great day. Thanking you.